From the beaches to the bay, coverage you can count on. WRDE Coast TV News Today. Your morning news starts right now.
And welcome to our 6 o'clock hour. Good morning. It is Tuesday, August 8th, 2023. I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning. I'm Paige Marley.
And perhaps Paige and Bob, we are still drying off from that soaking overnight.
You know, yeah, Bob was talking earlier about getting your car washed, and I didn't park my car in the garage last night.
Mother Nature might have taken care of that.
I got a car wash. Yeah, it didn't get the wax and all of that, but works all the same. We'll bring in First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahy now. He joins us with a look at your forecast. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, guys. Yes, if you left the car outside last night, probably got a nice power washing courtesy of Mother Nature with all that heavy rain. At least we didn't see the very strong damaging wind, so that was good. But now that system is gone. We still have some residual clouds out there, maybe a little bit of fog and some light showers in northern Delaware. There's actually another cold front back to our west. This one is not packing the punch like the one yesterday, but that will move in and that will reinforce some drier air for today. Out the door, we're looking at temperatures into the low 70s, and the winds are turning around. They're west-southwest, eventually turning to the west and getting pretty gusty through the day. Here's 9 a.m. as we're warming into the 70s by noon. 79 Millsboro, 80 in Lewis, 80 in Rehoboth Beach. I think we're looking at a gorgeous afternoon, breezy, lots of sunshine, lower humidity. 83 Georgetown and Seaford, even 80s along the beaches with an offshore wind. 82 in Bethany Beach, and a great looking evening as well. But do watch out for the fog this morning. Also, big puddles still remaining from last night's rain. Watch out for that. Otherwise, we're looking at a green light this afternoon. Partly sunny, breezy, beautiful conditions.
Yeah, Bob, you mentioned looking out for those puddles. Take a look at this. Cambridge dealing with flood damage from overnight. Last night's strong storm forced a flood emergency alert in that city. Fire crews were assisting people from disabled vehicles and even some flooded homes. There were reports of heavy flooding in the areas specifically in Franklin, Hayward, and Washington streets.
This morning, boats making their way offshore for the second day of the White Marlin Open. And one of those fishing this week is Jake Coleman. He's the head football coach at Stephen Decatur High School. Before that, he spent 15 years, as you see here, at Cambridge, South Dorchester. His first White Marlin Open, that was in 2020. His father gave him the money for the entrance fee. Coleman was aboard the Sentinel, and that boat brought him the winning tuna at 121 pounds. Money was split amongst the anglers on board, and Coleman's take nearly $100,000.
I ended up surprising my dad and paying off his boat, his work boat, because he was a waterman. You know, he crabbed and he fished. Of course, he got really, really mad at me because he told me I wasn't supposed to do that. But, you know, I took a lot of pride in being able to repay him.
And Coleman's boat is listed as one of the few boats that did not go out on Monday, so we'll have to see if it ventured out for day two. Plenty of activity at the scales for that first day, though there were no qualifying white marlins. We do have tuna on the board. The leader, Robert Wagner, he's out of Bluebell, Pennsylvania. On the boat, the Instigator out of Ocean City. His 199-pound catch, well, that is a fish currently worth $1 million. That tuna was followed by those brought in the Bow Down and Skid Row. Now we're going to move to the dolphin category. Harley Schmiegel, St. Augustine, Florida, aboard the Hey Buddy. It's the only qualifier on this board at 21 pounds. And we only have one wahoo on the board. Jeff Williams of Fort Myers, Florida, from the Captain Deadly, leading the field with a 55-pound fish. Reminder, you can catch all the action of the 50th White Marlin Open on our sister station, the Delmarva Sports Network.
White Marlin Open leaderboards coverage is brought to you by RudyMarine.com, where family boating begins.
All right, this brings us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, what's your favorite part of the White Marlin Open? We had a spirited discussion last hour, Paige.
We did. So let's see if there's some updated results from our last hour. So far, still 81% saying you don't care. I don't know if this means you don't care about the event, but I couldn't imagine that. I think it's you don't care because you like all of it. What do you think about that?
No, I think there's people that are just like, I don't like it. It is a blast. I have been there since 2016. This event is a blast. So if you don't care, maybe you should check it out.
Yeah, my favorite still stands.
I got a
with
little
the boats.
preachy there, didn't I?
No, that's okay. You should. You should. I like to look at all the different boat names. I appreciate when you read the leaderboard and you read the boat names. Always cracks me up. Hey, you can still vote. Don't forget. Just head to WRDE.com/vote. You can also head to our mobile app. We're going to show you some updated results later on today on Coast TV News. Well, some beach heroes in Ocean City meet every Tuesday to tackle cleanup 6 blocks at a time, even on the coldest days of the year from 9 to 10 a.m. on Tuesdays. Beach Heroes OC meets to pick up trash throughout the town of Ocean City. If you start to look around Ocean City, you'll see trash collects many of the side streets. I think we've all seen that. It's nearing the beaches and the bays. These photos you see here are from some of the volunteers. They say their group is 20 to 30 volunteers, but they say their record is 50 on a Tuesday. We spoke with group organizers who say it's more than just picking up trash. Many of the volunteers that you see there are friends that meet up every week. The group commits to collecting at least a bag an hour that they're out there. The best way for you to stay in tune with that group is head to their Facebook page if you want to volunteer, and you can see more about their weekly events. Rehoboth Beach commissioners are expected to vote on a potential ban of marijuana sales within city limits at their next general meeting. The commissioners discussed the ban at a mayor-commissioner public workshop Monday morning, where they asked questions and accepted public comment. During that meeting, one commissioner asked about marijuana alternatives, discussing an anecdote where a Wilmington store selling marijuana-adjacent products negatively impacted the shopping center it was located in. Then another commissioner discussed marijuana gifts. That's where businesses sell marijuana accessories and include the drug for free. Ultimately, commissioners decided to vote later. That'll be at the August regular meeting, which will be August 18th at 2 p.m.
Now we got some information about the recent election in Fenwick Island. The town has released the unofficial results from the election that was held this past Saturday. Mayor Natalie Magdeburger has been reelected along with 3 other council members. Kurt Zainalati is a new elect for the council, winning after former member Paul Breger decided not to file for reelection. Zainalati received more votes than any other candidate in this election.
Well, he was just here. Now he's coming back. President Joe Biden expected to travel back to Rehoboth Beach from the White House this Friday. The White House press saying he'll stay in the city this weekend at his Rehoboth Beach home. Just last week, President Biden and the First Lady came to the city for a week-long vacation. They went to the beach, got some dinner at Matt's Fish Camp, went for bike rides. They also caught a movie at Movies at Midway, where they reportedly watched Oppenheimer. A new housing development being proposed to be built right here. You see on this map, it's off Wilson Road in Georgetown. That development, called Gray Rock Preserve, would bring about 100 homes to that area. There are some concerns that have been raised by neighbors, such as traffic congestion on an already busy road, but a letter from DelDOT to the county says it really shouldn't bring that much congestion. Neighbors say that another development on this land may simply just be too much. There is a public hearing on this development. That'll be August 10th at 3 p.m.
A federal judge ordering a hearing this week to settle a dispute over the handling of evidence in a case against former President Trump.
Trump's lawyers pushing back on the Justice Department's request for a protective order, attempting to limit what Trump can share regarding evidence tied to charges that he tried to overturn the 2020 presidential election. NBC's Drew Petrimo shows us the challenges already created that the courts have never dealt with in the history of our country.
In a late-night filing Monday, the judge overseeing the prosecution of former President Trump over his alleged efforts to overturn the 2020 election, calling for a hearing before the end of the week. The move comes after a series of tit-for-tat motions by special counsel Jack Smith and lawyers defending Trump.
What this is about is the government is trying to protect the integrity of the judicial process.
The legal battle involves how Trump's legal team can handle evidence overturned by prosecutors. Smith's office wants a broad protective order limiting what Trump can discuss publicly, citing Trump's history of attacking opponents.
This guy's a maniac. They gave me a maniac.
But Trump's team says that violates his First Amendment rights. His lawyers propose a narrow protective order limited to genuinely sensitive material. The special counsel fired back, accusing Trump of attempting to try the case in the media. Hours later, Judge Tanya Chutkan ordered the hearing. As the legal battle plays out, Trump's Republican opponents are stepping up their attacks.
Like most Americans, I'm tired of commenting on every Trump drama. I've lost track of whether this indictment is the third, fourth, or the fifth.
Meanwhile, President Biden basking in the benefits of incumbency. He's heading west to announce new measures to protect land around the Grand Canyon and tout the creation of green energy jobs and new benefits to veterans. At each stop, fundraising for his re-election campaign.
Now, Judge Chutkan is moving quickly to remove these issues. and resolve them over the handling of evidence. In her order, she calls for a hearing on the matter before the end of the week.
So plenty more news to get to this morning on Coast TV News Today.
Yeah, coming up, Bethany Beach warning people to be on the lookout for large holes like you see on your screen dug out in the sand, and the time of day to take extra caution.
Also, the Lored Center in Sussex County looking for more bilingual employees. What types of health professionals they say they are in need of.
And new ATV for beach patrols. Its ability to improve emergency response in Fenwick Island and the vehicle it is replacing. That and more when Coast TV News Today continues.
Today at 4 on Coast Life, essential self-defense techniques to keep you safe. Camp Rehoboth gets a boost for renovations and inclusive services. And what were your parents' fun myths given to you as a kid? Coast Life today at 4 on Coast TV.
1039 and 1063. We're local, we're Coast Country, and we're Delmarva proud.
People shop for cars, but why aren't you shopping for service on repairs? Major repairs such as transmission, brakes, suspension, and electrical can be costly and difficult to make an appointment for at such a short notice. Highly trained master technicians with over a century combined experience like Buchanan Subaru are certified in repairs for most makes and models, providing the convenience of same-day or next-day scheduling without an appointment at a lower cost than most competitors.
For more information from the experts at Buchanan Subaru, go to delmarvaexperts.com.
Farmers Bank of Willards and Delmarva Sports Network want to congratulate this year's Scholar Athlete Award winners. We are incredibly proud of your work on and off the field. These awards are made possible by Farmers Bank of Willards.
Athletic excellence and academic excellence can be married together in a way that makes this community a better place. We love supporting the local schools, the local athletes. They are our future, so that's why we wanted to participate in the program.
Good luck in your next chapters, future leaders.
Is coming up on 6:13 on this Tuesday morning. Look at this sky. Tunnel and Racer Cam. Beautiful cirrus clouds, the thicker rain clouds moving offshore now. It's a beautiful start to the day. It's going to be a gorgeous day. Still dealing with some clouds, a little bit of fog out there, and watch out for some big puddles out the door as well from last night's rain. We're still seeing maybe a few remnant light showers across northern Delaware as there is another front back to our west that will reinforce that drier air today as we've got temperatures in the low 70s out the door. You can give the umbrella and raincoat a break today, but make sure you break out the flip-flops, the light clothing, the shades, and that higher SPF sunscreen as we'll see sunshine and temperatures in the 80s.
Well, some wheels of steel are hitting the sand in Fenwick Island. The town's beach patrol says they have purchased a new ATV, and they say the vehicle will allow the patrol to reach someone in an emergency. As a result, the patrol says that one of their side-by-sides will be taken out of service, and that will be used by Public Works. We have a road update to tell you about. This is in the Laurel area, and it starts tomorrow. It goes through Friday, August 18th. Gum Branch Road, and this is between Johnson Road and O'Neill's Road, it'll be closed. DelDOT announced that a crossroad pipe needs to be installed, and drivers will need to keep an eye out for detours during this time.
Barbie already is a mega hit movie, of course, crossing $1 billion in ticket sales worldwide. Now Mattel is expanding its Barbie line to include some of those iconic characters and, of course, the outfits that appeared in that film. This includes a limited edition of Weird Barbie. That's who you see right there. The new doll will feature the hot pink outfit that actress Kate McKinnon wore in the movie, the markings on her face, of course, plus the oddly cut and colored hair. But who didn't do that to their Barbies growing up? To showcase a doll that Mattel says has, quote, been played with a little too much. We all have a Weird Barbie at home. Weird Barbie is available for pre-order. She is $50 on Mattel's website until August 18th. The plant-based meat product craze appears to be waning. Beyond Meat posted a 30% revenue decline for the second quarter. In response, it reduced its revenue outlook for the year. The company's blaming inflation, interest rates, and ongoing recession concerns. Inflation has pushed many consumers toward cheaper basic foods. The company's stock slid 10% in after-hours trading Monday. It's down more than 60% for the past year.
Still ahead, Red says they are in need of more bilingual staff. The challenge is facing the Georgetown organization with a limited number of people able to communicate in both Spanish and English.
The noisy storms and heavy rain is now long gone. We're starting to dry it out on Delmarva. Tyndall's Casual Furniture Cam showing clearing skies. We're going to dry it out today and Wednesday, but showers and storms return on Thursday. I'll have it on Featurecast coming up after the break as Coast TV News Today continues.
Get ready for an unforgettable driving experience at Gateway Subaru. Discover the rugged elegance of the Subaru Outback with its symmetrical all-wheel drive that ensures you'll conquer any terrain with confidence. Or get ready to elevate your drive with the all-new, redesigned 2024 Subaru Crosstrek with its sleek design, advanced technology, and enhanced performance. Right now, you can custom order the all-new Crosstrek at Gateway Subaru. Embrace the thrill of driving and embark on your next adventure. Love, it's what makes a Subaru a Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
Summer is here and so are the songbirds, so you need to disinfect those feeders at least once a month. You want to soak them in an equal parts of white vinegar and water for at least an hour to disinfect them. My Backyard in Ocean Pines carries all the products you need to keep your feathered friends healthy and safe. We also have a huge selection of quality hand-picked birdhouses, baths, seeds, unique gifts, and decor for expert and novice bird lovers alike. I can't wait to see you at My Backyard, where it's all about the birds and more.
Coverage on the road, in your community, along the coast. The IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep, live on the street, day or night. From breaking news to weather in your town. The IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep, coverage you can count on.
Accurate is protecting thousands of homes on Delmarva from the destruction of termites. The Centricon Termite Colony Elimination System is a unique standalone treatment that eliminates termites at the source. Our team of certified Centricon specialists will come out, inspect, and make sure that all and any termite activity is discovered to ensure that your home is treated accurately. With no fear of leaching out of your soils and into our waterways, you can trust that Centricon will keep your home protected 24/7, 365. Accurate termite and pest control, on target since 1995.
The Dots classic hits from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. The Duck on 107.1, 105.1, and 104.3. The station where you know the words to every song.
It is 6:17 on this Tuesday morning. That is a beautiful live look there at Ocean City on our Drive Tech camera. Love the colors in the sky. We did not get that beautiful sunrise yesterday.
No. And it's day 2 of the White Marlin Open in Ocean City.
Yeah.
And if you're on the beach today, good day for an ice cream. My go-to is coffee. That's my favorite. Paige?
I learn more about you every day. Thought I knew everything. Coffee's my favorite too.
All right, Bob, coffee.
Chocolate.
No,
chocolate. Any deviation, variation of chocolate, I love.
Okay.
Was it Death by Chocolate, chocolate chip,
so
mint chocolate chip? Anything chocolate, I love.
I can get behind that. I support it.
Love it.
Yeah.
And today's a good day for an ice cream cone. Make sure you eat it fast because it will melt pretty quickly as we go into the afternoon. Make sure you scan the QR code right there. That will get you to the Coast TV weather app. Get your phone in camera mode and make sure you get that link. The rain the last 24 hours was impressive. We had 2 rounds yesterday, one in the morning and then one in the evening with the main front. Almost 2 1/4 inches in Georgetown. Lewis, a little over 2 inches for you. Dagsboro, 1.72. Bethany Beach, a little less than 1.5 inches for Hobeth, about 1 1/10, and then Millsboro, a little shy of an inch at 97/100ths of an inch of rain. So certainly a good soaking. We didn't deal with any severe weather. We had wind damage reports across the eastern shore of Maryland, and then you jump across Chesapeake Bay. Look at this near Baltimore, D.C., Virginia, up into Jersey. There are probably hundreds of wind damage reports here, even hail damage reports farther to the south. So we lucked out on Delmarva. We just just got the heavy rain and those storms were pretty noisy. But they're long gone now. We're dealing with maybe a little bit of fog, residual moisture out there, but we're starting to clear the skies. We've got a cold front back to our west. This will push through today. Nothing in the way of rain with it, but it will dry us out even more, lower the humidity. Out the door, lower 70s right now. The winds west-southwest, they'll turn to the west later today, and we'll see lower humidity. Mid-morning warming through the 70s by noon. Around 80 in Millsboro, Delmar 79, Salisbury 81, 81 in Lewis. And then by the afternoon, gorgeous westerly wind, lower humidity, 80s inland, even some 80s along the coast as well. We go into tonight into Wednesday morning. We're looking at gorgeous conditions, clear skies, temperatures in the 60s to near 70. And then Wednesday, a few more clouds, maybe a spot shower. But then Thursday, we're watching for the potential of heavier rain. This is the latest model run. It's got widespread rain over the top of us. So we'll have to watch this for the potential of a first alert weather day. That rain continues into Thursday afternoon. Then it starts to clear out as we go into Thursday evening. But the winds will be gusty today, up to 30 miles per hour at times. And then as we go through the overnight, they'll start to quiet down a little bit and become more variable. And then southerly on Wednesday. Muggy meter, we dry it out for a time today into tomorrow. It gets humid again by Thursday, dry Friday, and then it's kind of up and down with the humidity. Our Paul Davis 7-day forecast, mid-to-upper 80s the next several days, so dry today and tomorrow. Better chance of those storms on Thursday. We'll be watching that. Drier Friday into the weekend. Saturday, 89 mostly sunny, maybe a few more storms on Sunday and a high of 90.
Thanks, Bob. And a reminder, you can hear Coast TV news and weather updates throughout the day in our family of stations. They're right there on the screen for you on the radio stations. Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3 FM, 93.5 The Beach, and Big 107.7.
Lorette Health Center in Sussex County is looking to hire. Lorette says it needs many more bilingual speaking employees. According to the center, they serve approximately 14,000 patients, and more than 50% of them are Latino.
Having providers that can speak English and Spanish, and English and Creole, really helps us to connect with those populations in our communities that are growing and evolving all the time.
Lorette Health Center is looking to hire bilingual licensed practitioner nurses, dental assistants, doctor, and family nurse practitioners.
Well, more to come this morning. The jackpot grows. The potential record-breaking win for the Mega Millions jackpot with the next drawing later tonight.
And Bethany Beach warning people of large holes dug out on the beach. Why they say be especially alert in the early morning hours. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Doing what we love is the heart of our company. Coastal Comfort delivers expert work, amazing customer service, and is dedicated to consistent improvement. As we continue to grow, we will always be dedicated to serving our customers with the highest quality in products and unmatched customer service. We strongly believe that well done is better than well said. Coastal Comfort, a Carrier Factory authorized dealer. We're the experts because we earned it. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Weather brought to you by Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning, dedicated to excellence in Delaware and Maryland.
You're watching WRDE Coast TV, Delmarva's NBC station.
Summer won't last forever, but with a great selection of vehicles during Toyota's national sales event, there is still time to capture new memories. With friends and family. Before it all flies by.
Get 3.99% APR on a Tacoma, or go a point lower on a 4x2, or pick a 2023 Tundra or 4Runner, 2 of the top 10 cars with best resale value.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Do you have a well with low pressure or sputtering, cloudy water, no water at all, and you feel like you may need a new one? There might be a solution to fix your issue, save you some money, and extend the life of your well. Click or call to connect with Daisy's Well Drilling. We'll take time to discuss the issue and run a proper diagnosis, including checking the voltage and vacuum checking for flow, to find the problem
and the solution.
Daisy's Well Drilling, family owned since 1941.
Daisy's Well Drilling.
Summer Mixtapes on 102.5 WBOC.
Brought to you by Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Could be a big one tonight. Tonight's Mega Millions drawing could be the largest jackpot in the game's history. The whopping prize of an estimated, get this, $1.55 billion comes after no ticket matched all 6 numbers on Friday. So if one ticket wins the jackpot, that lump sum payment will be an estimated $757 million, and the drawing takes place 11 o'clock tonight. Get your tickets.
I will. Sounds good. If you frequent Bethany Beach, just a heads up, look before you walk. The town's warning beachgoers about large sand holes. Take a look at this one. The town says they've been seeing more sand holes dug out, and then people are just leaving them that way. That's extremely dangerous, and it violates a Bethany Beach ordinance. If someone steps into it without noticing, they could get seriously injured, and that's even more likely during the mornings and even when it's darker outside in the evenings.
All right, in a couple seconds, we're going to bring back First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey. Page, sun's out today. You know what that means?
The saying goes, sun's out, sunscreen out?
Maybe.
That's what you're talking about, right?
Well, yes.
Sun's
Maybe.
Out, guns out?
That's what I like to say.
I know. But also sun's out, sunscreen out,
Okay.
Or you should. Right, Bob?
Yeah, I've heard Matt with other versions of deviations of that, but we won't talk about that. Here's a UV index brought to us by Face of Grace. They practice in safe sun, and you want to do that for sure. We have a 9 today and tomorrow. It's very high on the scale. It drops to a 5 on Thursday, lower because of rain and storms, but then it's very high again Friday and Saturday. So once again, when it's very high, have that higher SPF. The sun is still really high in the sky this time of year. Find the midday shade. Maybe just grab lunch indoors, get a break from the sun, limit time outdoors, and avoid the sun late morning into early afternoon. I'll talk about those storms for Thursday and how much more in your forecast coming up after the break.
Also after the break, you can see here the extensive flooding caused by the storm overnight. We have more details on that damage that flooding caused for people along the eastern shore.
Also, the 50th White Marlin Open kicked off yesterday with names already on the leaderboard. By the end of the day, the big increase in prize money and participants since the first event back in 1974.
And a group of friends coming together to clean up our beaches. The effort, they say, needed in one coastal community. Coast TV News Today. We'll be right back.
Coast Country and Spicer Brothers have teamed up to help out our friends and neighbors in need and to support the causes that better the lives of all who live on Delmarva. If you know of a family in need or a charitable cause that could use some help, go to coastcountry.com and fill out the form today. Each month, we'll select a special event to feature and attend with a live remote broadcast. Coast Country Cares, built by Spicer Brothers Construction. Learn more at coastcountry.com.
You have the power to leave the world a little better than you found it. You have the power to live a more carefree life. You have the power to make your home more energy efficient and less costly to operate. Solar from Clean Energy USA can give you that power. With over 14 years of experience and thousands of systems installed, solar power is more attainable than ever with generous incentives, making it less costly than you may think. Contact Clean Energy USA today to get your power.
This season, add more curb appeal at Johnson Seed and Feed. Browse through our nursery area where we have a great selection of plants, shrubs, tropicals, and flowers that will bring your yard to life. Whether you have a flourishing green thumb or just a beginner, roll up your sleeves and visit our new Done Planting Bar. Choose your decorative pot to add vibrant flowers or lush green plants to make your custom arrangement. Let your masterpiece bloom by creating a botanical paradise for your yard at Johnson Seed and Feed.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice. We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry-first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation where we bring the showroom to you.
From the beaches to the bay, coverage you can count on. WRDE Coast TV News Today. Your morning news starts right now.
It's August 8th, 2023. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning, Matt. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Paige Marley.
And we are approaching 6:30 a.m. as we make our way on a Tuesday morning. Perhaps one more chance for that cup of coffee before you go.
Or you can do what I do, just drink it all throughout the day.
All the day.
Yep.
Intravenously. Just.
I wish. I would if I could. What about you, Bob? Coffee all day?
IV coffee? Yeah, I could do it. Yeah, no, I love my coffee and maybe a cream cheese bagel in the morning. Sounds good. I know. Yeah, maybe well, I'll get into my breakfast menu a little bit later on. Anyway, good morning, everybody. We're looking at the heavy storms that are now gone. We're looking at just a few clouds out there. High clouds, watch out for some patchy fog early. That'll burn off in a couple of hours as we're starting to dry things out. Maybe just some lingering showers across northern parts of Delaware. There is another cold front back to our west. This is not going to pack the punch like the one yesterday with all those storms. That'll reinforce the dry air through the day. Out the door this morning, mild. Temperatures in the low 70s. We've got a west-southwest wind. It turns to the west through time, and you can see by 9 a.m. just a few clouds. We're warming through the 70s. The breeze picks up through the day. It's going to be a beautiful day with temperatures in the low to mid 80s along the 113 corridor. As we go into the afternoon, a few 70s along the beaches, but even along the coast, we'll see some 80s and a beautiful evening for sure. So make sure you have the SPF as temperatures warm up, and we are looking at another dry day tomorrow, but storms return on Thursday. I'll talk about that coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks a lot, Bob. We have developing news this morning as Cambridge is dealing with flood damage. We have some pictures of that to show you. Last night's strong storm forced a flood emergency alert in the city, and fire crews were assisting people from disabled vehicles, also some flooding in some homes, and there were reports of heavy flooding in the areas of Franklin, Hayward, and Washington Streets.
Yeah, what a sight right there. I think we all experienced that rain and that thunder a good bit yesterday. All right, well, we're going to spend some time now to catch up with a group definitely worth highlighting.
Beach Heroes Ocean City. They meet every Tuesday to tackle street cleanup on 6 blocks at a time.
Yeah, and Coast TV News' Heidi Kirk is in our newsroom right now. Heidi, the group says Ocean City says trash can be an issue really everywhere.
Good morning, Matt and Paige and Bob. It's a beautiful day out today, like you said, and a great day to go pick up trash, but they're out there regardless of what the weather is like. Beach Heroes Ocean City meets once a week on Tuesdays between 9 and 10 a.m. to pick up trash throughout the city, and they said that if you walk down the street near the beach or the bay, you'll notice that it can get quite trashy down there. Go ahead and take a look at your screen. You're going to see some pictures that we got from their Facebook account, which is the best way to follow them. Normally, they say their group is 20 to 30 volunteers, but they say their record, which they just set this year, is 50. I spoke with group organizers who say it's more than just about picking up trash. Many of these volunteers you see here are friends that meet every week just to catch up. And the group commits to collecting at least a bag of trash an hour. Now, the best way for you to get involved or just check out what they do is on their Facebook page, which you can find by looking up their name. I'm going to actually be out there today from 9 to 10 to see what it's all about. Back to you.
Sounds great, Heidi. And you know, this group unfortunately says that this time of year is the worst when it comes to trash in the streets.
Paige and Matt, unfortunately, in the summer when foot traffic increases, they say it just gets a little trashier than normal, especially in areas where there's a lot of hotels or in those spots near the beach or the bay where there's a lot of businesses. So their biggest message to put out is come help them out, but also just make sure you're not littering. Back to you.
A lot has changed since 1974 when the first White Marlin Open was held in Ocean City. What began as a fishing tournament that nearly flew under the radar has become one of the most prestigious events of its kind in the world. Here's a look at how the White Marlin Open evolved throughout the years. Large boats, large fish, large crowds, all mixed together for what is dubbed as the world's largest and richest billfish tournament.
And the scales are open.
Each year at the White Marlin Open, the phrase heightens the anticipation of the potential of a winning fish.
It's real money. You know, it's the biggest fishing tournament in the world.
For nearly 15 years, Jay Coleman has roamed the sidelines as a head football coach in the Bayside Conference on Maryland's Eastern Shore. From football to fishing, in 2020, he was on the boat, the Sentinel, that brought home the winning tuna. Coleman's cut that year was nearly $100,000. Now he has his sights set on the ultimate prize.
We're going to be going for the big boys, so we're going to go for the blue and the white marlin this year.
And it is those fish for nearly 50 years that have attracted celebrities like Wild Bill from The Deadliest Catch to the owner of the boat Catch 23, Michael Jordan. From small beginnings to millions of dollars, just look at how much this event has grown. 57 boats were registered for the first tournament in 1974. Last year, it was 408. Total prize money in 1974, $20,000. Well over $8 million in 2022. The top prize for that first winning white marlin, $5,000. In 2022, how about over $4 million? This year, Coleman is back out at it, and like most who take to the ocean this week, he is dreaming big.
At some point in time in my life that I'm going to hook into a fish of a lifetime in a blue marlin. I mean, just a monster fish. And so, that's what we're kind of excited about.
Now, Coleman originally planned to go out yesterday, but the boat he is on, the Sentinel, it was listed as a lay day, so they will have 4 days to get 3 days of fishing in. Still plenty of activity at the scales for day one, though there were no qualifying white marlins. Now, we do have the tuna on the board. The leader, Robert Wagner of Bluebell, Pennsylvania, on the boat, the Instigator. It's a boat out of Ocean City. How about this? 199 pounds. That's a big fish, right? It's currently worth $1 million. The tuna was brought in by the Bow Down and Skid Row. They are in second and third place. Let's go to the dolphin category, and that's where Harley Spiegel from St. Augustine, Florida, aboard the Hey Buddy, the only qualifier there at 21 pounds. And we only have one Wahoo on the board. Jeff Williams of Fort Myers, Florida, from the Captain Deadly, leading the field with a 55-pound fish. And a reminder for you, you can catch more of the action, all the action of the 50th White Marlin Open on our sister station, the Delmarva Sports Network.
White Marlin Open Leaderboards coverage is brought to you by RudyMarine.com, where family boating begins.
Rehoboth Beach commissioners are expected to vote on a potential ban of marijuana sales within city limits at their next general meeting. Commissioners discussed the ban at the Mayor and Commissioner Public Workshop Monday, where they asked questions and accepted public comment. During that meeting, one commissioner asked about marijuana alternatives, discussing an anecdote where a Wilmington store selling marijuana-adjacent products negatively impacted the shopping center it was located in. Another commissioner discussed marijuana gifts. That's where businesses sell marijuana accessories and include the drug for free. Ultimately, commissioners decided to vote at the August regular meeting, which the city says will be August 18th at 2 p.m.
Well, Fond du Lac Island has released the unofficial results of its municipal election. It was held last Saturday, and Mayor Natalie Magdeburger has been reelected along with 3 other council members. Kurt Zainladi is a new elect for the council after winning, and this is after former council member Paul Breger decided not to file for re-election. Zainladi received more votes than any other candidate in the election. We got a lot more to get to in this final half hour. Don't go anywhere.
Still ahead, Los Angeles not seeing any relief. More workers in the city have decided to strike. What the mayor is now saying about a potential resolution. And we go into more detail about the leading fish from day one of the White Marlin Open.
And a new partnership for the Delaware State Housing Authority, the grant program it is launching that will help homeowners with repairs. Stay with us on Coast TV News today.
Today at 4 on Coast Life, essential self-defense techniques to keep you safe. Camp Rehoboth gets a boost for renovations and inclusive services. And what were your parents' fun myths given to you as a kid? Coast Life today at 4 on Coast TV.
Are you looking for a contractor that you can trust? OC Home Services specializes in custom bathrooms, shower installations, kitchen remodeling, cabinets, countertops, backsplashes, interior renovations, flooring, wet bars, interior design, custom woodwork, custom trim, exterior projects, decks, additions, siding, porches, and everything in between. If you can dream it, we can build it. OC Home Services, professional service you can trust.
Get in gear with Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3.
It's Free Truck Fridays, your ticket to a new 2023 Ford Ranger thanks to Pohanka Ford of Salisbury. Stay tuned to Big D and Bubba all week as they reveal the Free Truck Friday song.
Then listen to April and me to play the song. Be caller 10 and you might be parking a new 2023 Ford Ranger in your driveway.
Drive over to coastcountry.com for all the details.
Coast Country's Free Truck Fridays with Pohanka Ford of Salisbury,
where your drive to work
could upgrade your ride home.
Appointment out of space?
Yes, next July.
Wow, that's amazing. Oh, I can't change these plans.
We're stealing in the sun next summer. Heist of a lifetime.
The Olympics.
Come on, you in?
Roman Reigns will defend his title against anyone, anytime. Except next July.
It is 6:40 now on this beautiful Tuesday morning. It's going to be a great day for fishing for the White Marlin Open. It's 75 right now at Ocean City, a west wind, so offshore wind, so the waves won't be that big. We're looking at temperatures out the door this morning, low to mid 70s, Ocean City 75, Bethany Beach 74, Georgetown at 70. Winds are light out of the west-southwest, but they'll be picking up with time as we have a few high clouds floating through. We've got another cold front that is starting to move in through D.C. right now. That will move through and reinforce some of that drier air through the afternoon. Our face of grace UV index, they practice in sun safety, very high Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. The exception being Thursday with showers and storms. Make sure you have the higher SPF. Find the midday shade, limit your time outdoors, and avoid the sun late morning into early afternoon. I'll have much more on your forecast and take a look at some of those impressive rainfall totals from yesterday coming up.
Delaware State Housing Authority has announced they are partnering with all 3 Habitat for Humanity organizations in Delaware. The organizations are administering a $3 million grant program, and this is to help eligible Delaware homeowners make home repairs. Eligible homeowners must be at or below 80% of the area median income. And this program, it was put in place to help homeowners who are financially impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic.
The Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa studio.
The White Marlin Open, more like the Tuna Fish Open. There was no marlin caught yesterday on day 1, but there was a ton of tuna that hit the scales and got fans ready for the week event.
Day 1 of the White Marlin Open, where we had the first catch of the day along with the biggest catch. The 52-pound yellowfin tuna and the 199-pound big-eyed tuna, which was the biggest fish brought in. Angler of boat instigator Robert Wagner talks about what it means to be on top.
I hope it holds up. You know, it's early in the game, so it's going to be tough for it to hold up all week.
John Benevento, captain of Bound Down, says 118 pounds isn't too bad for day 1.
It feels great. I mean, small boat, going out on a rough day. We always go day 1 every single time. You know, it was difficult. It was a rough day, so, you know, we had to pound through it on the way out, and we had it following on the way home, so.
And Jim Isaac, captain of Phenom 37, says the first catch was not an easy task.
Pretty tough. I mean, we caught it on a 20, so it took a little while, but my man over here forced it up, so we, no problem. This is awesome. You know, we stroked it on the way back in and beat a lot of boats out this morning, beat a lot of boats back in, so this is just an awesome experience for us all around. We're really happy to be here.
The Delmarva Sports Network will be out there all week long covering this great event, and fingers crossed that some marlin makes it up to the scales in day 2. That'll do it for us. Have a great day, everybody.
From fish to films, here's David Daniel with today's Hollywood Minute.
America's industrial might and scientific innovation connected here.
Audiences will have more chances to see Oppenheimer on the biggest of screens. Universal says select theaters will extend showing Christopher Nolan's epic on the father of the atomic bomb in IMAX 70mm film through at least August 31st. Nolan has called the sharpness, clarity, and image depth of IMAX 70mm unparalleled.
Manziel Madness has spawned the nickname Johnny Football.
Johnny Football.
Johnny Football. Johnny Football.
When I got everything that I wanted, I think I was the most empty that I've ever felt inside.
Johnny Manziel went from Heisman Trophy winning quarterback and national sensation to a pro football flameout beset by scandals. A decade later, Manziel says he didn't shrink from confronting his controversial past for the documentary Untold Johnny Football.
I had no reservations in coming down and doing this. I think maybe for me coming to my family and being like, hey, let's tell this story. Let's put a bow on this and kind of let the Johnny Football thing be told and done. You have to look back and think, were you ever going to be satisfied? Was enough ever enough?
Untold Johnny Football premieres today on Netflix. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Still to come, city workers of Los Angeles deciding to strike later today. What the workers' union says led to the decision.
And we're looking at the Hershey Exteriors camera right now in Ocean City. Fishermen about to head out for the big day, looking at breezy conditions, great visibility, a beautiful day on the way. We've got a couple of nice days, but more showers and storms in the forecast for Thursday. I'll break it down on Futurecast coming up after the break.
Now, Simon, any advice for these acts right now?
Don't hold back. Make this season special.
One of your cars will be turned into an actual Hot Wheels die-cast car that the world can buy.
I kind of got the idea people are a little excited.
Hot Wheels Ultimate Challenge finale, tonight on NBC.
Life's Energy Wellness Center is an outpatient mental health and wellness clinic serving Maryland's Eastern Shore in a calming and insightful environment. We provide psychiatry, counseling, outpatient treatment for children, adults, and families. We all know everyday life has its challenges, but our friendly clinicians are here to help you develop new relationships and restore connections, perspectives, and skills for overall wellness. Come to one of our 3 locations or the option of telehealth to start your journey to wellness today.
When it comes to your home, you need a local contractor you can trust and quality you can count on. Spicer Brothers is properly licensed in Maryland, Delaware, and Virginia, and we're here to help.
Our team is committed to customer satisfaction, and we stand behind our work with our Platinum Plus lifetime warranty.
Right now, finance your entire project with no interest and no payments until 2025. So, for all your exterior and bathroom remodeling needs, call the company you can trust. Spicer Brothers, we've got you covered.
It is 6:47 this morning. Look at that, a live look at Laurel on our Tyndall's Casual Furniture Cam. I love that because it's like last night versus today. The clouds versus the sunshine this morning.
The before and after,
yes.
And as we head to a Tuesday morning, Bob, calm. A very key word for today.
Yeah, we had the storms yesterday, all that heavy rain. They were noisy. And despite that, we had no damage either. So we were happy to see that, but we had plenty of rain. Make sure you scan the QR code lower left part of your screen. That will get you to the Coast TV weather app. Look at these rainfall amounts. This is from yesterday. We had 2 rounds. We had 1 round in the morning with the warm front and then another round in the evening with the cold front. So a grand total of almost 2¼ inches in Georgetown. Lewis, a little over 2 for you. 1.72 in Dagsboro. Bethany Beach at 1.46. Rehoboth at 1.10. And Millsboro just a hair under 1 inch of rain. So certainly a good soaking. And the best news of all is all the damage stayed away, or at least to our west. Eastern Shore of Maryland had several wind damage reports, and then across the bay to Annapolis, to much of Virginia, D.C., and Jersey. Look at all these wind damage reports. Wow. And we also had hail reports farther to the south and west. But now we can put that to bed. All the severe weather is gone, and now we're looking at a much quieter day as we're just seeing some high clouds building in right now. Maybe just some lingering showers farther to the north in southern Jersey. As we've got another cold front coming our way, this will not pack a punch. This will just reinforce some drier air that's building in behind this front, and that drier air will continue to build in today and tomorrow. Out the door this morning, it's mild. Temperatures in the low 70s. West-southwest winds picking up, eventually switching to the west and northwest through time. And by 9 a.m., you can see we're warming into the 90s. Still some high clouds. 80 at noon for Millsboro, 70s and 80s along the coast, and a beautiful afternoon. Low to mid 80s inland, 85 Long Neck, 84 Millsboro, Rehoboth Beach at 84. So it will be warmer even along the beaches with an offshore wind. And then by Wednesday morning, we're looking at temperatures cooling to the 60s to around 70. Mid to upper 80s on Wednesday. Another nice day, maybe a few more clouds. And then Thursday right now, well, it could be a stormy day. Look at the showers and storms moving in noon through early afternoon. So it could be another soaker as we go into that time period. As our winds are west today, and they're blowing over 30 miles per hour along the coast. So for you folks that are fishing along the coast, the White Marlin Open will be a little choppy out there today. Otherwise, winds do start to calm down tonight, and then they become more southerly as we go into Wednesday. Our muggy meter gets comfortable for a couple of days, and then back to very humid Thursday, drier Friday, and then back to muggy as we go into the weekend. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast, mid to upper 80s right through the rest of the week. We're watching Thursday for the potential of storms. Right now, the weekend looking 50-50, 89 with sunshine Saturday, maybe a few more storms on Sunday with a high of 90.
All right, thanks a lot, Bob. Actors and writers, they won't be the only ones holding picket signs in Los Angeles today. Thousands of city workers are taking part in a day-long strike protesting against what union leaders say is, quote, repeated labor law violations. More than 11,000 Los Angeles city workers, they are walking off the job for a 24-hour stand Tuesday, according to the union. That represents many of the city's public sector staff. Among those on strike, workers in the city sanitation department, employees at the LA Port, and Los Angeles International Airport. The mayor there, Karen Bass, says the city is bargaining with the union.
It's 6:51 this morning. It's time to check in with our coastal pet of the day, brought to you by Maggie's Pet Boutique.
And today's pet of the day, Riley Pool Party with Riley and Milton. Here you can see Riley cooling off in the pool during these hot summer days. And Riley was sent to us by Scott.
Cooling off on the dog days of summer. See what I did? Thank you for entertaining that. We want to see more of your pets on Delmarva's. Keep sending us some photos and tell us what makes them so special.
All right, Paige, take a look at your screen. You can email us at content@WRDE.com. Watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature. And also, if you check out our Facebook page on Sundays, that way you get a sneak peek at the pets that we will feature for the upcoming week.
Paige, you're so punny. Weather-wise, the boardwalk was getting busy just a couple minutes ago. Saw a lot of joggers and bicyclists out there, but it's going to be a beautiful day across Delmarva. A couple of nice dry days, and then another round of showers and storms for Thursday. The weekend doesn't look too bad. I'll have the 10-day forecast after the break.
Coverage on the road, in your community, along the coast. The IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep, live on the street, day or night. From breaking news to weather in your town, the IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep. Coverage you can count on.
Chesapeake Healthcare welcomes new adult medicine doctors to their team. Dr. Alon Davis and his associates are accepting new patients at their office on Power Street in Salisbury. Chesapeake Healthcare also expanded their adult medicine team to accept new patients in Pocomoke and their new Berlin office. Together, Chesapeake Healthcare offers a team of 22 adult medicine doctors and practitioners across 6 locations on the Lower Shore in Salisbury, Princess Anne, Berlin, and Pocomoke. Call the office near you today to schedule your appointment.
You have the power to leave the world a little better than you found it. You have the power to live a more carefree life. You have the power to make your home more energy efficient and less costly to operate. Solar from Clean Energy USA can give you that power. With over 14 years of experience and thousands of systems installed, solar power is more attainable than ever with generous incentives, making it less costly than you may think. Contact Clean Energy USA today to get your power.
Going solar can be a big investment. We provide quality equipment and first-rate warranties.
Let Solaire be your trusted advisor. We can provide you with a no-cost proposal, a second opinion, which could save you significant money.
Solaire helped us through the permitting, financing, and grant process. They offer a quality product at a fair price.
Whether you have a business, a farm, or a residential home, give us the opportunity to show you what we can offer.
Please give Solaire a call today. You'll be shocked at the savings.
Before you celebrate your new home, protect your surfaces with HydroShield. HydroShield prevents unwanted stains from penetrating the surfaces in your home. Our eco-friendly formulas eliminate the need for toxic chemicals, protecting you and your family. You paid good money for your surfaces. Protect them with HydroShield. Call today for your free total home protection estimate. And relax, we have you covered.
Learn more about our total home protection at hydroshielddelmarva.com.
For weather coverage you can count on, get the WRDE weather app with live radar and severe weather alerts, plus a 10-day forecast. Download the free WRDE weather app, built by Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
It's 6:54. It's time now for some things you need to know before you go. President Joe Biden is expected to travel back to Rehoboth Beach from the White House this Friday. The White House press saying he'll stay in the city the weekend at his Rehoboth Beach home. Just last week, the president and the first lady came to the city for a week-long vacation. They hung out at the beach and got some dinner at Matt's Fish Camp.
New housing development is being proposed to be built off of Wilson Road in Georgetown. Now, the development's called Gray Rock Preserve. It would bring about 100 homes to the area. There are the typical concerns by neighbors such as traffic congestion on an already busy road, but a letter from DelDOT to the county says it should not bring too much congestion. There is a public hearing on this development August 10th at 3 p.m.
Walking around Bethany Beach, make sure you look around before you walk. The town is warning beachgoers about large sand holes like the one you see there. The town says they've been seeing more sand holes dug out and people leaving them that way, which is extremely dangerous. It violates a Bethany Beach ordinance.
Rehoboth Beach commissioners are expected to vote on a potential ban of marijuana sales within city limits at their next general meeting. The commissioners discussed this ban during a mayor and commissioners public workshop Monday morning where they asked questions. They also accepted public feedback. Commissioners decided to vote at the August regular meeting, which the city says is August 18th at 2 p.m.
All right, as a dog lover, I'm a dog mom of 2.
Yeah, I know that.
I'm not like super enthusiastic about the next story.
I kind of like this because I have several cats in my household. 4 of them, actually. So cats get their moment in the sun today because it's International Cat Day.
Okay, they can have the day. That's fine. Cats, as well as pets in general, have been shown to lower stress in people and give comfort. No, my dog does not calm me down. He stresses me out, but that's okay.
See that? I'm the cats do calm down.
They
A
do.
recent survey indicates 44% of Americans surveyed own at least one cat. A quarter of people asked say their cat is their best friend. I think my wife might actually say yes to that one.
That's a good point. All right, 6:56 now. Time for a quick look at your forecast before you head out your door.
For one final check with First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey.
Yeah, I'm a dog guy. My golden retrievers, love them. They're in doggy heaven, but love the dogs for sure. Here's our day part forecast. We've got some clouds early on, and we'll be warming through the 70s into the 80s today. Great weather for fishing for the White Marlin Open. Any outdoor activities, we're looking fantastic. Here's your Paul Davis 10-day forecast, mid to upper 80s right through the rest of the week. We're watching Thursday for the return of showers and thunderstorms. We'll have to see if those become severe. The weekend, not bad. 89 Saturday, a few more storms on Sunday, 90 degrees. And then we're looking at upper 80s as we go into the following week. Temperatures near average with a mixture of sun and clouds.
Bob, thank you, and thank you for joining us on Coast TV News today.
And the Today Show is coming up next at 7 a.m.
All right, we'll be back with Coast TV News midday at 11, so stick with us.
And for even more news and coverage you can count on, download our Coast TV News and weather apps. Have a great Tuesday morning, everybody.